in front of their loyal fans.
The home fans really will get an opportunity to see their favorite team during this long homestand.
Hey, and they're going to want to give those fans something to cheer about right away, Clark. And this is a big one for them here today. Establish the home court and build some confidence.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. Monte is the 2 with Parsons playing the small forward. Chandler out there with Davis, and it's Barea in at the 1 spot.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, guys, I was able to talk with Rick Carlisle for just a moment. A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Thunder. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. The Warriors shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And over the course of the season, guys, they've shot a very respectable 78% from the line.
Really, guys, it's just come together for them at the charity stripe this season. I mean, the confidence is there, and so too are the results.
Here's Thunder in loaded space. Good.
How about the delivery in the lane? Just perfectly done.
Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
How about the box score from that game? The accuracy from the three-point line, just remarkable.
Yeah, it was a stream of threes that allowed them to repeatedly deflate that crowd.
Green, the screen. Here's Thunder.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
Here is Davis. The Warriors. Making the shot. Chandler the pass to Ellis. In low to Davis. And stolen by Barnes. Goes up. A huge slam. The perfect end of the fast break.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
And especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That pushes this lead up instead of going the other way.
Up top, Barea. Averaging 9 points per contest. Chandler plays it up and banks it in. Chandler's got his first points in this one.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Here's Thunder.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. Reverberation throughout the entire building on that one.
It sure It up high. Down hard on the windmill flush.
Oh, the signature Kevin Harlan call. Up high and down hard.
And so it's Dallas with it. The Warriors making the shot. Davis kicks to Ellis. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Here's Thunder. He has 6. Spates sets a screen. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Glenn Big Baby Davis.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Thunder. He's already up to 8 points and 1 steal. He's come out pumped and ready from the tip-off.
Yeah, absolutely. He hasn't needed any warm-up time even.
Now here's Ellis. 20 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, not to mention 4 big steals on the night. He's getting it done at both ends of the floor.
Here's Thunder after the made shot from Monte Ellis.
Oh, how about that basketball, man?
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying Clark to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Martin?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
Pocket 6. Nobody near Parsons. No good with the triple. Looking at Dallas, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And when you shoot a percentage in the low 30s as a team, as they did in that game, it's going to be a long night.
It will be. I mean, you're right there. It's hard to snap yourselves out of that kind of funk. Once you get into it, it's just tough to break out of it.
The Warriors making a switch here. Bogut's checked in. Dallas also making some changes. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Davis. Felton comes in for Ellis. Devin Harris subbed in for J.J. Barea. Here's Thunder. He's got 12. And the foul called on Thunder. That is his first foul of the game.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
Richardson, he's checked in for Parsons. And it's Harris off the drive. Lets it go with the 3. And there's Richardson. That's good on the assist by Harris. Richardson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Thunder. Clark, the coach, was really passionate in that last huddle, trying to do everything he can to get his message across.
You know, and I'm not sure what he wanted exactly, but he did it with enough fire that I'm guessing he's not going to be happy with any lapse in execution. I mean, he made his point pretty clear.
So it's the Warriors now, after the miss from Raymond Felton. Into Green. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Boy, the field goal percentage is fantastic. Exactly the kind of start they were hoping for.
Harris dishes to Felton. Johnson with a screen on Thompson. There's the triple. Warriors with the rebound. The pass to Thunder. Harris on the double team. Bogut kicks to Thompson. Bogut with a screen on Felton. Here's Thunder. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Felton attacking. Johnson in the corner. Here's Chandler. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder.
Back everyone. We're ready to get going again as this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports continues. players are topped off with Gatorade, hydrated, and ready to get going again as well.
Oh! Are you kidding me? That was a power punch right there.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, Martin?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against the Grizzlies was simply terrific. He had 52 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. Numbers like that make you anxious to see what he can do next time out.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing, Clark.
Yeah, I agree. I was just glad I got a chance to witness it. It's always such a special night when a player of his caliber gets so locked in and focused.
And, you know, in an 82-game season with so much talent, every once in a while, everything's going to click. And that was definitely...
Nice work on D.
Dallas, Tyson Chandler. He's checked in for Davis. Johnson comes in for Richardson. Raymond Felton, he's checked in for Ellis. And Harris subbed in for J.J. Barea. Thompson with the bucket.
He may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
Mavericks trailed by 11. Into Johnson. And that one is hammered home.
With that reverse jam, the fans got a little extra show there.
That one definitely had something, you're right, extra on it.
That was one of those 3 or 4 plays that you see every night in an NBA game that just leaves you in awe.
Out to Thompson. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Bogut with a screen on Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack. Putting on a show for... these people.
I cannot believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Are you kidding me?
Oh, man. Might as well flaunt it if you've got it, Clark.
Chandler, the pass to Felton. Harris dishes to Felton. He feeds it to Johnson. Back to Felton. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Unloads. Chandler trying to free himself up. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Here's Thunder. It could go. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And
Kevin, I'm here with...
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. They look absolutely helpless out there to contain our low post offense. And the more...
back to the action now. It's been a 1... team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Monte Ellis has been sensational.
I know we've said this many times before, but I'll say it again. He had a great first half, just an explosive offensive display there.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. He can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
Thompson and Barnes, the 2 and 3. Green is out there with Maurice Spates, and it's Thunder in at point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Dallas shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. So he gets them both. Warriors leading by 11. Spates sets a screen. Off the pick. Thunder, and he dunks it after the pick. 3. Him up. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying, Clark, to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with them. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now. It's their defense, that's for sure.
Ellis goes in. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. For Dallas, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And you look at the numbers for this season, guys, from the free throw line, they're shooting 77%.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And that one falls for Monta Ellis. And so Monta Ellis nails both of them. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Green, the screen. Here's Thunder.
Oh! Hammer time! Hammer time!
Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of tricks there.
Yeah, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that again.
Trying to find Green. He's got it now. The shot is off.
Well, still a great start to the half after hitting their first 3, even before that miss.
Barea with it. Now guarded by Thunder. Ellis kicks to Barea. Off the mark and a bad shot there. Warriors leading by 13. Green, the screen. Here's Thunder. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Well, that's a solid. Paid dividends with that nice dunk.
Exactly the result they were looking for.
Yeah, it worked so well. I mean, he got set, did not shuffle his feet. Really well done there offensively.
Here's Davis. Can't get it to go. Great D that time from Green. Thompson passes to Thunder. Davis with the double team. It's stolen by Davis. Parsons against Barnes. Here's Chandler, and he slams it one-handed.
Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert the offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play.
He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. 29 points for Thunder.
These defenders are not putting up much of a fight on the interior. It's been embarrassing. That's 10 consecutive points allowed in the lane.
And that's not the kind of streak you want to have if you're playing defense.
Parsons outside. There's the triple. Kicks it out to Ellis. Feeds to Parsons. Back to Ellis. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Barea dishes to Ellis. Goes back up. And the shot falls short this time.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but in the rebounding department too, Clark.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you've competed when you do that work inside.
The Warriors have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. David Lee's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Klay Thompson. And Dallas also making a switch. Jason Richardson is checked in for Tyson Chandler. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Ellis can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 17. Lee, a screen on Parsons to the inside. Tries to save it, and that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Golden State. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Here's Thunder. He's guarded by Ellis. Shot clock at 6. No good from Spates.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Barea kicks to Ellis. Dallas moving the ball around. Trying to find Parsons and gets it to him. Richardson, that's a two-pointer. Good on the jump shot. Richardson's got 6. 1:57 left here in the third quarter. Lee, a screen on Ellis. Thunder passes to Lee. And Davis pulls it down. Mavericks trail by 15. Here's Barea. And it's off the back rim. No good. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Down low. Leaves it up and in off the pretty assist. He has 5.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Yeah, they're getting outclassed in the paint at both ends, really.
There's 1:17 left to play here in the third, and the call will be against David Lee. Andrew Bogut checked in for Maurice Spates, and then for Dallas. Wesley Johnson's checked in for Richardson. Felton comes in for Ellis. And Devin Harris subbed in for J.J. Barea. Pass to Parsons, uncovered. That one rolling around and rims out.
He's giving them little to nothing at the offensive end. I can't put it any other way.
Bogut with a screen on Harris. Thunder passes to Iguodala. Here's Thunder. He has 31. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his third rebound tonight. To the paint. It's tipped. 40 seconds left to play in the third. Back to Felton. And there's the feed to Johnson. Shoots from the block. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. .32 seconds left in the third quarter. Lee, a screen on Felton. Thunder.
Unbelievable.
Do that.
Hard, high, and strong. Give it up.
Their bench just erupts at that one. They loved it.
Slick. That was just amazing to watch.
Davis setting the pick for Harris. Johnson wide open. He fires. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. Harris has got 3 assists in the game. Passes it to Thunder. Bogut with the screen on Felton. The dish to Bogut. Curry wide open. Gets a very good look and converts. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
You know, his shot's been pretty accurate today, but he has not had his usual share of opportunities.
And as we end the third.
Friday, December 2nd, LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors. Be there.
In a moment now to check out our State Farm assist to the game, and what a pass it was by a talented point guard.
Well, this is what he does. This is the kind of plays he's known for, Kevin.
Mavericks trailed by 18. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. They've got Devin Harris. Chandler Parsons out there with Johnson. And it's Chandler. Then it's Felton in at the 2 spot.
You know, typically he's just a role player, but when he does score, it allows the offense to be more balanced.
Here's Thunder.
That was awesome.
Look out below. Dallas has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Harris dishes to Chandler. No one near Felton as he lets it go. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Warriors leading by 16. Here's Thunder. Green kicks to Thompson. Inside, here's Thunder. And another basket for Golden State.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Such a careless pass. You got to keep your head in the game here.
The Warriors making a switch here. Spates is checked in. Ellis is checked in for Dallas. Barea comes in for Harris. Green, the screen. Thunder passes to Barnes. Here's Thunder. Green, the screen. 5 to shoot. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've been the aggressors, and they've been tougher in the paint all game.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
Boy, still waiting for their first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon if that keeps up.
Guys, we know where the ball needs to go. We got to get the ball to our best player. They don't have a guy on their team that can stop him, and he can create.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear big role in the offense for the rest of this game to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Warriors leading by 18. Green, the screen. Sinks it. And the shot from Thunder. Thunder's got 41.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
Chandler, shot denied. Barnes passes to Thunder. Green with a screen on Ellis. Kicks to Barnes. Here's Thunder. He's guarded by Ellis, and the foul called on Thunder. That's foul number 2 for him.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Chandler dishes to Ellis, and the layup's good off the glass. Ellis has got 28 points for the game.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Warriors leading by 18. Spates sets a screen. Thunder passes to Spates. 13 feet away. And another basket for Golden State.
That kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
Now Barea on the wing, Ellis. Chandler trying to free himself up. Off target from the wing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many better looks from that range.
Green, the screen, off the pick. Came hard off that pick and finished strong. Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
Barea kicks to Ellis. Chandler with a screen for Ellis. Johnson dishes to Parsons. Johnson, the pass to Parsons. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists. You got to make the shots. I tell you what, it was a good pick that was set that turned him loose.
And once he got around it, Steve, it was smooth sailing right to the hole.
Well, because of the pick, he had plenty of room. That's why he was able to power down that slam.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, and that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Barea. The stupendous finish in traffic. Barea's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, passing the ball well on the perimeter has really opened things up offensively for this club.
Steve, it makes the game easy. I mean, 10 straight points off assist. That's impressive, but it's easy when you move the ball.
The pass to Thunder. Can't get it to go. And it's Dallas the other way.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah.
Look out, man!
Really shaken.
Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
The Mavericks have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Dishes to Ellis. Ellis left side. He kicks it to Barea. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Now Lee inside. And stolen by Felton. And it's blocked. Here's Thunder. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lee, a screen on Harris. Here's Thunder, and he jams it with authority.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.
And it's Harris off the drive. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Free throw good. Good, Davis. We've got 13 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Bogut with a screen on Harris. Here's Thunder, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
They got to feel pretty good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home floor.
Yeah, and just riding it out here now. I mean, they gave the fans what they wanted.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here.
Steph, in a big win here at home, obviously.
Okay, Kelly in front. What do you got?
Honestly, do you feel any pressure to keep the winning streak alive?
No. As a player, we live in the moment. We don't worry about things like streaks and pressure. That's for y'all to talk about.
You there. Next question.
You must be frustrated with all those mistakes out there tonight. What do you got to do to limit those next time out?
It is very frustrating. I just got to get better. It's unacceptable how much I turned the ball over tonight. I mean, all I can do is get back to work and get better, man. That's it.
Okay, you there.
Care to address the rumors that your off-court commitments are hurting your game?
No, I don't.
Well, seems like you lost focus on what really matters and are content to be a brand spokesperson.
Do you have a question?
Yeah. Don't you feel you owe it to your fans and teammates to pour everything you can into your game, not your name?
Listen, the reason I have endorsements is because of my game. And I never forget that. My priority, first and foremost, is the ball. That's end of story.
And that's all we have time for tonight. Thanks, folks. Nice. Masterclass in handling the media.
Yeah, I have my moments.
chase me.